today on 15 on 15.
The cruise ship industry is developing positively as the months and years go by. Also, this island is made of 150,000 plastic bottles. Everything on this island also operates with the environment in mind. And we talk to long-distance runners for an insight on this type of training. Thanks for joining us. I'm Yentl Lieuw. Cruise ship tourism has been in an upward trend for the past few years, and with this year so far being no exception. Just last month, cruise traffic increased by 15%. According to the director of the Aruba Tourism Authority, the cruise industry is meeting goals as well as expectations. The development of the cruise ship industry is an integral part of the island's economic standings. The results year-to-date show that this sector is doing extremely well, and if the past few years are any indications, this trend will continue.
We saw an increase in October of 15% compared to the same month last year. And with this result, we're getting closer to our target that we've set for this year, which is basically to consolidate what we were able to attract and secure last year in terms of cruise passengers.
The rise of the cruise traffic is taking place as planned. ATA has put a lot of effort ensuring the growth of the cruise ship industry.
Last year, we saw an increase of 18% compared to the previous year, and this is something that we simply want to maintain. So with these results and considering the fact that we've been seeing great results for the past 4 or 5 months in a row, I think we're getting very close, and we're confident that that target will be reached for this year.
In other local news, this past weekend, Ahata's annual beach cleanup was a tremendous success. Students, NGOs, and volunteers took 4 hours of their time and spread across the entire island to pick up trash. On Saturday morning from 7 to 11 a.m., hundreds of volunteers from diverse backgrounds rolled up their sleeves to make Aruba an even more beautiful island. Ahata organizes a beach cleanup annually. Aruba's beaches are popular. Unfortunately, oftentimes after people visit the beach, garbage is left behind. After a while, this accumulates. Good thing many volunteers decided to take part in the cleanup. Besides for NGOs pitching in to help out, students from schools such as Colegio Arubano brought out 118 students and Santa Ana School 15. There was even as young as a 5-year-old filling up garbage bags with litter. Hopefully, bringing awareness to younger generations will ultimately build a better future for Aruba's beaches. Moving forward, on Friday, the new organization SMAC held a press conference to introduce the new committee. The new carnival organization group named SMAC has 11 diverse, strong, and young members who all have one important thing in common. They all love carnival, appreciate it, and is passionate to keep it alive on the island and to make it even better than it already is. There are a few carnival enthusiasts who are still skeptical regarding the conflict between SAC and SMAC. The Diario's Bati Blakey informed that group leader Linchi Merriweather announced she will not be buying feathers and preparing for the 61st Carnival just yet. She would like to monitor to see how SAC and SMAC resolves conflict. Save the date on November 30th. The Save the Reef Foundation is hosting a fundraiser on top of the Harikurari restaurant. The Sunset Happy Hour has one objective, that is to fully inform as well raise awareness to all attendees regarding lionfish invading our waters. The issue of the lionfish living in Aruba's waters has not resolved. The invasive species is lurking around and eating up the island's aquatic life. Guests attending the Save the Reef Sunset Happy Hour will learn more regarding this issue. As well, they can taste the fish. Snacks made with the fish, such as ceviche, will be passed out. The event will also inform attendees regarding Aruba Marine Park Foundation, and this particular foundation has been helping out with the lionfish fight. Tickets for the fundraising event is 50 florins. This takes place on November 30th on top of the Harikurari restaurant. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we'll have your lifestyle topics and much more, so stay with us. Coming up right after the break, say goodbye to tangled headphones with this new genius invention. Thanks for staying tuned to 15 on 15. It seems as though another island has beat Aruba in becoming 100% sustainable, but it doesn't really count since the island is man-made. Check out this island a man by the name of Richard Soa built using 150,000 plastic bottles. Richard Soa clearly knows a thing or two about recycling. He built himself a self-sustaining island out of 150,000 plastic bottles. The island is off the coast of Cancun, Mexico, and is totally buoyant. Soya built the island, which he calls Joxy Island, over a period of 6 years. The island accommodates a 3-story home that is equipped with a working toilet, solar panels for electricity, an internet connection, hot tub, and 3 showers. He built 2 similar floating abodes in the past, but both were wrecked by hurricanes. Soa says his plan is to become self-sufficient. He is a vegetarian and have many plants growing on the island, which he eats. Now, I have to say that is pretty incredible. Let's talk about relationships for a minute. There is a characteristic being overlooked by couples before they tie the knot. Think about the vow in sickness and in health. Few people consider sickness and suffering when choosing a mate. They consider other things, such as how the person may look in the morning or what kind of bad habits they have and can they tolerate it. Few people actually ever consider the vital question, can I suffer with this person? It is a real question and it should be explored by every dating couple. Suffering is part of life. The older a person gets, the more we realize that suffering is not a rare occurrence, but is a common aspect of our lives. So there are a few things to consider before getting married. Who do you want holding your hand when the test result says cancer? And whose shoulders do you want to lean on when the doctor says we've done all that we can? Relationship experts say you want to marry someone you want to run to when you are suffering and not someone you want to run from. In this day and age, we are surrounded by devices, and these devices oftentimes requires accessories, such as headphones. Many of us carry a set on us, but it is more than likely than not that no matter how you carefully place it in your pocket or your purse, it gets tangled. Well, there's a solution. Headphones get tangled. That is just a fact. Meet the Mouse MusiCase. There is now an ingenious device that is supposedly the world's smallest iPhone case that allows you to effortlessly store and retract your headphones. This way, your earbuds will never get lost or tangled again. The inventors went to the streets of London and spoke to hundreds of people to ask their opinion about their product. Did they like the aesthetics of the design was one of the questions. Oftentimes, the 2 men had to go back to the drawing board and redesign everything after hearing from people on the streets. The project is looking for funding on Kickstarter. The case comes in a variety of colors, such as black, pink, blue, and green. To many of us who has spent too much time untangling headphones, sure sees this as a real game changer. So having that headphone case and the retracting device ensures that your headphones will never be tangled. Again, let's take a very quick break. This is what's coming up next. In order to be a long-distance runner, a change in lifestyle is required, and you must also maintain a certain lifestyle. Details next. Long-distance running is no easy task. Marathon runners have to slowly build their endurance as well as condition. In order to improve and keep up with the running, essentially lifestyle changes have to be made as well as maintained. Today, we speak to 2 runners for a sneak peek into what long-distance running is all about. Dorshawn Salmon kept up with 2 long-distance runners over the weekend to find out their secrets to this type of training. Ronald Starring was very candid in his interview. He reveals the most rewarding aspect of running marathons.
I think the most rewarding thing is the prize money. No, no, I was just kidding. No, the most rewarding thing I guess is that if you do distance running, you do something that's good for your health. So I like to do it, and it's good for my health. So then it's like giving yourself a gift.
Long-distance running isn't for everyone. There are many different types and styles of jogging people can take up. Ronald suggests finding something built for your body, speed as well preference.
I chose to do long distance running because I'm a bad short distance running. I'm too slow for that. So I like sports, I like running, and long distance is what suits me best. With a 10K, I like it the best as opposed to short sprints or a marathon.
Proper preparation for a long-distance marathon does not happen overnight. It is a long-term commitment, a lifestyle change.
Okay, for a marathon, I ran 2 marathons. Well, the preparation is always in the training, in the nutrition, and maintaining the balance. So you cannot start 1 week ahead for preparing for a marathon. You have to plan it ahead, months ahead, and then you adjust your schedule according to your goals, and then you see how you can fit it to your daily life, also with your nutrition plan. So I guess for a marathon, it's more planning way ahead than for other sports or other events.
During a race, the runners say you have to focus and live in the moment.
Well, when I think about my last race, it was a 10K in Curacao. All I could think about was just hold on to this guy that's running in front of you. I was running. I was running behind a very fast guy from Venezuela, and I was only thinking, okay, don't let go. Just go with him. Go with him. So, well, that was one race, but it depends on the race. In some other races, I just try to focus on keeping a high pace when I'm ahead, and yeah, just try to not go too far, lingering thoughts, but just stay focused on the race and what you're doing.
So there's a saying that says, persistent practice promotes perfect performance. For 15 on 15, I am Dorshan Salmon.
Thank you, Dorshan. That is all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here on Tuesday night starting at 7:15 p.m. with all the latest in lifestyle topics and for all the latest on the island. We'll see you then.